Welcome back to your very own coverage of Maverick Sports. I'm your host, Ellie Brecht. This past weekend was filled with lots of action on the sports front as the Omaha baseball team faced Savannah State down in Georgia, finishing the weekend with 1 win, 1 loss, and a tie. Friday afternoon, the Mavs came up with a 2-0 victory, followed by a 4-5 loss on Saturday and a 3-3 tie to wrap up the weekend on Sunday morning. The game set for last night at in-Stateville, Nebraska has been postponed due to weather. The baseball team will head out west to California this weekend to face Santa Clara for a 3-game series. The Maverick softball team suffered 4 losses this weekend in Arkansas, but dominated the Diamond on Saturday morning when they faced Northwestern University. The 4-1 win was led by freshman Jamie White, who went 4 for 4 from the plate with a home run and 2 RBIs. Omaha looks to improve its 2-13 record as they head to Riverside, California this upcoming weekend. After a tough preseason and regular season record, the Omaha women's basketball team had 2 nail-biting games last weekend that were important to get into the 2019 Summit League tournament. The Omaha women's basketball team traveled to Tulsa, Oklahoma and Denver, Colorado over the weekend to complete their last 2 games of regular season play. The team took a heartbreaking loss to the ORU Golden Eagles last Thursday night, 64-65. In just the last few seconds of the game, the Golden Eagles scored a buzzer-beating layup to put them up by 1 point. On Saturday night, the Mavericks hoped to avenge the Denver Pioneers on their home court. After 3 quarters of lead changes and intense battling, the Pioneers pulled away in the 4th quarter, ending the Mavericks season 76-82. Elena Pilakuta led the Mavericks with 21 points and Claire Killian added 17. With these 2 losses, the women's basketball team fell short of qualifying for the 2019 Summit League tournament. Brittany Lang and the Omaha Mavericks ended their season with an overall record of 8-21 and a conference record of 2-14. In a more positive fashion, the Omaha men's basketball team sealed their spot as the number 2 seed in the conference tournament. After an unexpected loss at Oral Roberts, the Mavs bounced back with a win at Denver off of 22 points and 8 of 15 shooting from redshirt junior JT Gibson. With an impressive 19-10 overall record as well as a 13-3 conference record, the Mavericks also set the record for most wins in Division I program history. They will head to Sioux Falls this weekend for a first-round matchup with 7-seed North Dakota. Tip-off is set for 8:30 this Saturday night. The Omaha hockey team has had a tough season. With only 9 wins, the Mavericks find themselves tied for last in the NCHC with the Miami Redhawks. This past weekend, the team played host to Denver on senior weekend at Baxter Arena. The Pioneers cruised to a 4-1 win on Friday, and the Mavs were hoping that senior night on Saturday would end their 4-game losing streak. The Mavericks honored 9 seniors and were able to secure a 3-3 tie with the Pioneers before Denver scored in overtime to gain an extra point in conference standings. Head coach Mike Gabinet struggled finding the words to describe the heartbreaking ending.
Feel for the players. I thought we played a heck of a hockey game tonight, right from the drop of the puck to carried most of the play there and got back into the game. And obviously heartbreaking loss there for the extra point.
The Mavericks are now winless against Denver in their last 16 games. The matchup against Denver wasn't the only thing going on at the hockey game on Friday. The proceeds for that game went to an organization helping those fighting against cancer. Reporter George Cruz Alvarez has more on this story.
For the Roberts family, the ultimate and unexpected events happened when daughter and sister Heather Roberts was diagnosed with stage 3 brain cancer in 2008. While Heather was a fighter, she took her last breaths when she passed on November 8, 2016 at the hands of the terrible disease. Now, the Roberts family try to help those suffering from brain cancer through their organization Leap for a Cure, which helps raise brain cancer awareness and education, as well as raising funds for treatment.
It is considered oftentimes a rare cancer, but it isn't quite that rare. We have about 80,000 people that are diagnosed with brain cancer every year.
At the Mavericks game against Denver, not only did the proceeds of the event go towards their cause, but the Mavericks also donated their practice jerseys for a silent auction for Leap for a Cure. Through the funds raised by Leap for a Cure, Methodist Health Systems has been able to create facilities for brain cancer patients. Heather's Healing Pad in Methodist Physicians Clinic Health West provides brain cancer patients with aquatic therapy.
One of Heather's lifelong dreams after being diagnosed with brain cancer was to be able to have aquatic therapy available for Methodist patients. Aquatic therapy was integral for her in her cancer journey and learning to walk again.
She was brave, she was a fighter until the very end, and never once complained about what she was given. She always lived with hope, and she taught a lot of people to live with hope as well.
For the Omaha News, I'm George Cruz Alvarez.
Leap for a Cure has raised $950,000 for brain cancer treatment that has stayed in Omaha. Those interested in volunteering or helping the organization can learn more on their website. That's it for Omaha Sports. Charlotte, Justin, back to you.